Hi, I'm Veronica Vanson. It's a winter wonderland, so we're going to take you to the Plymouth Ice Festival. Shop for some local artwork at Pewabic Pottery and get a taste of Ethiopia at the Blue Nile, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
What do you do in the middle of winter when it's really, really cold outside? Well, if you're downtown Plymouth, you throw an ice festival where artisans turn this into that. So Sam, did you arrange for the cold weather for the festival?
Of course, we booked this years and years in advance.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen by accident. It costs a lot to get it this cold. Absolutely.
So tell me about the Plymouth Ice Festival. Typically, when is it held?
It's usually the third weekend of every January, right in the heart of downtown Plymouth.
Kind of ends the auto show event.
You got it. Very much, yeah. A punctuating mark on the auto show. We know there's a lot of people in town, especially from around the country, and this gives a lot of people an opportunity to take a break from the auto show hustle and bustle, get outside of Detroit a little bit, experience a suburb, and of course have a great fun time in the wintertime.
How many ice sculptures are there?
Over 100 right now, and they're located all throughout downtown Plymouth.
So they're not just in the park. So
correct.
So the event isn't just in the Kellogg Park area.
You've got it. Yeah, one of the great things about the event is it allows you to really experience downtown Plymouth as a whole. Of course, Kellogg Park is the heart of where things start. We have most of the big festival features down here, but we love people to make their way from Kellogg Park and see some other corners of town that maybe they've not been familiar with.
So what sort of other things can you find as you go down some of the side streets? What are some of the other events?
Well, of course, from the warm perspective, all the businesses and restaurants are having sales and specials and whatnot to give people the opportunity to come in and of course, get warm. Exactly. We have live music on the city streets. We have live carving. If you've never seen a ice sculpture become birthed up close, you can literally walk right up to a carver and see one of these things take place. We have a petting farm for the kids. Kids love farm animals. It's a great little feature. We have some live reindeer that you can get your picture taken with.
Neat.
Really a lot of neat stuff on the streets. Yep. The t-shirt cannon is a perennial favorite here at the Ice Festival. There are commemorative t-shirts that we print every year. And the t-shirts are always a big hit. So what we usually do is we call out to the crowd. T-shirts! Uh-oh. All right, we got it.
That's so cool.
And of course, then everybody collects the t-shirts, and it's a tradition that we've started a long time ago, and people collect t-shirts from all the years.
Well, I'm going to go take a peek at some of these 100-some ice sculptures. I want
Sounds
to say
great.
thanks, Sam.
Sounds great. Absolutely my pleasure.
Great. Take care. Isn't this neat? We've got the ice princesses here. They've got this big throne. You can come get your picture taken in it. Ooh, and a little different kind of outdoor action, snowboarding. So Richard, this ice festival is actually a competition.
That's correct. It has been for many years an ice competition, and it's been a student learning platform for ice carvers to practice their skill and their art to get better and better, and actually have developed businesses here in the community and throughout all over the state of Michigan because of this ice festival.
Oh, wow. So what is it? How many places are there?
First through fifth place.
Okay.
And there's, this time, there's 38 individual carvers, and that's what they're carving on a single block. We call the single competition.
Gotcha.
And after this one, tomorrow will be the team competition, and they get 3 blocks of ice, and they have a teammate, and they learn how to work together, and they'll see bigger and larger sculptures.
You're judging. Are there a panel of judges then?
Yes, there are. Each school supplies a judge from the school who's been involved in setting up and establishing the judging criteria that we're using.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Richard. I'm going to take a look around and see. Maybe we can talk to some of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Triceratops skeleton, so I brought a little figurine that I was carving off of.
It looks really great. Now, what was the technique you're using at the end to make it shiny? What is that?
The blowtorch?
Oh, it's just a blowtorch. That's what
Yeah,
it is?
so we blowtorch it with a hot flame.
Yeah.
And then after that we can get the dust off with brushes because there's some things that you want to keep.
So how long does it take to make something like this?
This took 4 hours. They're usually, it depends how intricate they are, but around 4 hours is the time.
Kind of the norm. This looks pretty intricate, all the grooving and everything.
Yeah,
well, fantastic. Good luck in the competition.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So the ice sculptors aren't just in the park, they're all on the side streets too. They line it, you can stop and admire all the great artwork. So how appropriate, financial services, they've got a big piggy bank with money actually in the ice. So here's the petting farm, great for kids, neat little animals keeping warm in the hay.
Hi, I'm Lynn, and this is Harvey with me. We're from Pittsfield Township. And what we love about the festival is all the people, the beautiful ice sculptures, the weather's holding up, and we're having a fun time.
Well, the carvers and the businesses are super creative. Look at behind me, we've got an actual bar made out of ice. And if you want to warm up, all the businesses are part of the festival. You can go in and maybe get a great deal too. North Pole is that way. So remember to mark your calendars every winter for the third weekend in January as you bundle up and head outside for the Plymouth Ice Festival. This is the Michigan Movie Magazine, and we are going to see this magazine come to life at the annual Uptown Film Festival. It's a premiere of Michigan-made movies.
We're showing fantastic movies with Michigan people, Michigan producers. I'm shaking, I'm so excited.
The film festival is open to the public, to everyone, right?
That's correct. You can buy a ticket for $10 and see any of the movies in the course of the weekend. It's great recognition for local filmmakers. It's great exposure for national filmmakers. And it shows a real variety we have here in Michigan.
We're hoping to be back year after year with this, now the Uptown Movie Festival. And I think it's exciting.
What do you think about a venue like this here in Birmingham to premiere one of your films? This event
I think it's amazing. I get to come home. I have my parents now who are here, and my mom made me chocolate chip cookies.
This is fantastic. It just brings an energy to Michigan, to the area.
Film Detroit.
It's an experience that I don't think a lot of people from Michigan get to experience.
I really commend the folks at the Uptown Film Festival for everyone to showcase these great Michigan films.
Okay, well, it's about to start, the main event. We're all piling in. Pewabic Pottery is a living treasure. They offer a glimpse into a little-known part of American history, and their unique and heirloom quality tiles and glazes are a Detroit tradition. They offer classes, tours, and have a gift shop. And thankfully, over 100 years later, their technique is still going strong.
Well, you're standing actually in one of our wonderful galleries here. You know, not only do we carry the work that our own artists make here all year long, but we also carry the work of about 50 to 70 other professional, high-caliber ceramic artists from all around the country all year long. We're really one of the largest ceramic-only galleries probably in the state, maybe even in several states. We're a very, very big place if you like ceramics. When we tour the back part of the pottery, the fabrication studio, you'll see that we actually use historic equipment to make our own clay. We make our own glazes, and our artists use very, very much of the handcrafted technique that our founder, Mary Chase Perry Stratton, founded 101 years ago. This is a wonderful place to come and see what professional ceramic artists do for a living. It's a real nice snapshot on that.
Well, Teresa, I'm really excited to start my tour and take a look around. Good. Where should we start?
Good. Let's start right in here. I want to show you some of the wonderful work we have in this gallery.
Teresa, this is beautiful. I love the color scheme.
Isn't it great?
And, you know, a question, can you, besides being a work of art, it looks like you could actually use this.
Oh, yes. Much of what we sell is functional. This is meant to be used. It feels good in your hand.
Yeah.
You know, and look, she even has it designed in such a way so that you can hold your thumb there, and it feels
it's
very
comfortable. Yes.
Exactly. Again, see, here's a beautiful crystalline glaze.
Yeah. No,
and this is functional. This is all functional.
And this area changes then?
Absolutely. We restock our artists' work, gosh, probably every 2 months.
Oh,
so there's always something new to
new.
come and see. Yes.
This place is so big.
It is. It is. Well, it's a National Historic Landmark building, and it was always built to be a pottery. Pewabic is one of only 3 arts and craft potteries left open in the United States today.
Really?
Yep. There's one in Pennsylvania, there's one in Colorado, and there's us.
Well, Teresa, I'm really anxious to see how the whole process comes together.
Good. It's a big part of showing visitors what we do. That's one of the unique things about coming here. You need to go to our fabrication studio there.
Fabrication studio, all right. I'm going to go check it out. This is where it actually begins. They're making the molds in here.
We have designers on staff, so the designers do the actual designs, working with the customers. And I'm just going to pour a working mold of this tile.
One of our mold makers actually mixes all of our clay. Then it comes out in loaves like this. I'll slice that and pound it down so it'll be about the right size and shape for the molds that I'm using. Push this in here face down. And then I'll put this over it. We get to use this wonderful little arbor press that comes to us from industry. I'll tip it over, so I'll catch it in my hand, give it a tap, and it comes right out.
Perfect.
This is an example of a hand-painted tile that we do. It's a landscape tile. It'll look quite a bit different after it's fired. This is a sample board of some of our most popular glazes that we use here at Pewabic. These are all made from one base recipe, our A base.
Okay.
We can make 109 variations of one base glaze,
oh, wow.
just by adding you know, subtle differences in amounts of colorants and oxides to the same base recipe.
Oh my goodness, that's going to dry to that dark, deep blue. Wow. Okay, so now that these are at this step, what's their next step?
Now they will be taken to the kiln room and placed in the kiln for their last firing.
Oh, and then they become the works of art that they are. So how does this raise up then? Or?
Once the kiln is loaded and we're ready to fire, we just drop the hood down over the kiln, and then it's got a computer controller, so we load our program in, press start, and we can walk away.
Up here we have open studio. Over that way we have the wheels. We have classes that go on. We have hands-on workshops. We have work studies. We have work exchanges that go on here.
If you have a group of 10 friends and you want to come up here, you can call and get your own class time?
You can call and get your own hands-on workshop.
Okay, wonderful.
And the workshop will give you a tour of the pottery, a history of the pottery, and then you will have an opportunity to make a tile at the end of the tour.
Oh, wow.
We are in the education studio, and this is the open studio area where we have a lot of our students that come and do their hand throwing. This gentleman is throwing with porcelain. Once you're comfortable, you are free to come and work on personal pieces aside from your assigned work and develop your craft from there.
Thanks. Well, thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Erica. And Pewabic Pottery is the place to come. You can buy, or better yet, make your own little piece of Detroit history. There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Head to Novi for the world's largest custom bike show, and the DSO kicks off their 6th neighborhood concert series. Millennium Metro Tours has special auto show tours, and the Suburban Collection hosts the ultimate fishing show. The auto show unveils the latest in automotive design, and American Idiot features the music of Green Day. Embrace winter at Plymouth Ice Festival. Then watch glassblowers create dragons and more. $1 Million Quartet is based on a true rock and roll story, and the queen of rock and soul comes to the soundboard. Sesame Street superheroes save the day at the Fox, and Rochester's Fire and Ice Fest features fireworks and more. Ferndale hosts their annual Blues Festival, and delicacies abound during Birmingham's Restaurant Week. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. So I'm in front of the Blue Nile Restaurant in Ferndale, just off of Woodward on 9 Mile. And a minute ago, I'm in the lobby, and I hear this kid on the phone with his buddy saying, just bring $25 and come on down and meet us. And he's like, that's all the money you made today? Dude, come on down. It'll totally be worth it. Now, if that doesn't say it all, I don't know what does. So come on, let's go inside and have some authentic Ethiopian cuisine.
The reason I opened an Ethiopian restaurant, which is a Blue Nile, every big city deserves to have a diversity. And based on that, we brought up an Ethiopian cuisine, which is very authentic, very culturally oriented. You don't have to have 3,000 miles to drive so that you could be in Ethiopia. So we brought it in such a way that the food, the atmosphere, the ambience, and the service, the uniform, everything will feel you that you're there. We are a destination restaurant. We're not just a restaurant where to eat. We're a restaurant where to dine. Dining is something else. You take time out and you pleasure. We are for that. We give you hot towel for your hands to wash. You roll up your sleeve. We bring a little bit of everything we have on the menu for you. You just roll up your sleeve and you dig in. Whatever you like, you ask for more. Whatever you don't like, there's no hard feeling. If you indulge it too much, need a sister, we have a stretcher, take you out. You don't have to worry how much you eat. You know, that's how good it is. We have a booth, and we also have an American and Ethiopian style. You see the chairs as you see it here,
right.
The basket over there. That's where we have famous basket will be taken out, and that's where we bring you the food here. For those who want very authentic, I have on the other side the very small low chair.
The low chair.
The low chair, which will bring you back totally Ethiopia. It is also historically we have few things here. I just want you to see the umbrellas. You see, this is very significant of the Ethiopians. That you every ladies have to have an umbrella for the sun and the rain. It is majestic. It's the kings, the queens, all those people.
Sure.
That's how they've been identified and dignified, and also given all that respect based on what the kind of umbrella they have. This is the angel.
The angel? Okay.
Yes, it is an Ethiopian drawing. You see the big eye?
Yes.
An angel on the top, an angel on the little down there on the bottom, an angel on the other side. That is giving you to protect while you are in this restaurant. So spiritually, you're here more covered so that you have a good time, you feel secure, relaxed, joyful, happiness, and so on. This is the cups and the cutleries we have at home. You see the angels here, the big-eyed man. This is traditional Ethiopian coffee pot. And then we serve it traditionally like that.
So is it a really strong coffee?
Yes, full-bodied coffee, like Turkish coffee, they call it. It's a full-bodied rich. You know that coffee was originated in Ethiopia. Yeah, it's a place called Kaffa. That's a contribution of Ethiopia to the world, is coffee. This is also, we have some Ethiopian traditional clothes we have. If you notice this one, this is a whisk.
Whisk.
Yeah.
Fan.
Yeah, exactly. You use that for that kind of purposes as well. And this is also traditional because it has a lot of historical things there. You see the little homes in Ethiopia. This is handmade of wool.
Now what would you do with this?
This is traditional. You hang them on the walls. And by the way, this is where we come from.
Okay,
this is Ethiopia. This is Africa. And this is where Ethiopia is. A very mountainous country.
The Kaffa coffee home.
Exactly.
Right
yes, that's what I was trying to explain. The coffee home from there. And this is some of the handicraft. We support the women's in Ethiopia. Is
that how the clothing and the jewelry, it's all made there?
Exactly. Everything is made there. So we bring it here, we sell it to the customer, we send back the money to them. So that gives them a little economic independence. All the vegetarian right now. We bring the meat will be separate.
Okay.
However, this is the red lentils, the yellow split peas, the cabbage, the spice yellow split, mixed veggie, collard green, and salad.
Salad, okay.
And this is injera, which is flour and water. So you take the bread like that, you see, very soft it is. Okay, so you can tear it like that.
Feels kind of spongy.
Yeah, it's very spongy, very soft.
Very
so
soft.
What you do is you put it like that. You pinch it nicely like this. You know, see, like that.
And then you read it. So use your fingers, no utensils.
Exactly, nothing utensils. And then it's also very customary good to feed each other. If you don't mind.
I don't, no.
And I will feed you.
Okay, you put it in my mouth or I take it?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the way it works.
Oh, and it's fantastic.
Exactly, that's the way it works, okay?
Love it. Ooh,
Okay.
little spicy, very good.
All the vegetables cooked with virgin olive oil and very healthy, very tasty, very sweet.
Now this again is
spicy yellow split peas.
Spicy yellow split. It's fabulous. Just the right amount of spice. Wonderful. I bet kids love coming here and being able to eat with their hands.
This is their heaven. This is kids' heaven.
If you really like something, it's all, you say, I want more of this, more
of
that.
They will bring you more of that.
It's all you can eat, one set price for either the vegetables or the
or
meat,
the meat
right?
as well. What we have here is the beef.
Beef?
Yeah. This is a lamb I told you earlier, very fruity sweet. This is a mild chicken. So
and this is
the spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken.
Yeah. By the way, it's a red meat. There's no fat. We trim it, only the red meat. So,
Oh my goodness.
it has a zing to it.
Oh my goodness, the sausage in it.
Yeah,
So
the sauce
good.
is very nice because what the berbere does is they'll give you that zing to it, but it doesn't give you the hotness.
Right. Oh, that's fabulous.
That is exactly. This lamb has been first boiled, cooked again to take the fat out. You don't have that mutton flavor.
No. Okay.
Very sweet and tasty. You'll find
Okay,
out.
now I'm not usually a big lamb fan, so we'll see.
Okay, I'm not kidding. See that?
I like it.
See?
That's very good.
The onion, the ginger, and the coriander.
Yeah, it's not
the
fatty at
turmeric.
all.
Yeah, the turmeric will give the color and the flavor. That's what the beauty about that.
Very good. Well, Seifu, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
you very much.
wonderful.
Thank you for coming. Thank
And
you.
as we've seen, the Blue Nile, they offer wonderfully seasoned food. It's all cooked in a healthy, low-fat way. And as Seifu said, it's more than just a restaurant. It's a destination, and it's definitely going to be a meal you'll remember. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you'd like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.